Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. And of course, we're talking about money here, so let's jump right into it. Credit is one of the most important financial factors in my personal life, and it might be in your life too. And if it is, stay tuned for this quick video because I want to tell you about some basic protection that you may not be taking advantage of in reference to your credit that you probably should be taking advantage of. So, the three major credit bureaus, of course, are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And you have a credit score. You have a FICO score, and you actually have something called a Vantage score, which each one of these credit bureaus. So lots of times people don't check their credit regularly, which I actually recommend that you probably check your credit at least a few times a week. I'm one of those guys that basically does it every day. I might miss a day here and there, but out of a month, 30-day month, I may check my credit 25 of those days. So I'm checking almost every day. But I recommend that you check at least twice a week to see if there's any inaccuracies. And I also recommend that you protect yourself by putting what's called a freeze on your credit. Now you can put a freeze on your credit for absolutely free with Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. And I'm going to give you links to do that in the description of this video so you can freeze your credit if you don't have it frozen already. Now, what does freezing your credit do? Freezing your credit is just like it sounds. It freezes your credit in a couple ways. It won't allow an account to be opened. So if someone was trying to steal your identity and open a new account, it would not allow it to be opened. If a creditor wanted to do a hard inquiry on you, it would not allow them to access your credit file. This is super important. This is like the most basic level of protection, but my research has told me that a majority of people don't even use this free level of protection. Now, you can also remove the freeze if you're shopping for credit. So if you're shopping for a car, for a home, you may need to put a thaw on your credit, and you can specify that to be for a day, to a couple days, to a week, to a month. And then once the thaw period has commenced, it would go immediately back to being frozen. Now, having your credit frozen also kind of runs across various platforms to other credit monitoring services. For instance, Credit Karma, which gets a lot of heat. People think the scores are inaccurate and this, that, and other, when in actuality, Credit Karma scores are not inaccurate. Credit Karma scores are a Vantage score, where Vantage is one credit calculation that a small percentage, but still a few lenders use. And then you have a FICO score, which is a different calculation that a larger percentage of lenders and credit card issuers use. But if someone tried to access your credit file, whether it was someone trying to open something in your name, or a lender or a card issuer, like you were applying for credit, Credit Karma and many other credit monitoring services would send you an alert that, hey, someone just tried to access your credit file, but we stopped them. They weren't able to do it. Okay. So it has the ability to cross those platforms to be able to give you protection and be alerted. Look, if your credit is important to you, and I know it is because credit is important to almost all of us, you want to take advantage of this basic level of protection today. If you don't have it done already, go ahead, go to Equifax, go to TransUnion, and go to Experian and freeze your credit unless you are actively shopping for credit right now. Okay? It's so easy, guys, and it's free. Pretty self-explanatory once you log on to the websites. And that's all I got for you on this one. This is a two-parter, so take notes on this, but stay tuned and make sure you come back to the next class because I'm going to go a little bit deeper on another level of credit protection that can be very helpful for you. But until then, class is dismissed.